When we visit country houses today, we can still get an idea of what they looked like in the past. But it's much harder to understand how they sounded. Today, the houses are alive with the sound of visitors and staff, but one crucial element is often missing: music. We're going to explore music's hidden history here at Tatton Park in Cheshire to find out how the people who used to live here used music to create their home. Both family members and professional musicians performed here, and there was a huge range of music making. From solo practice sessions, to lessons with visiting teachers, informal music making with the family, to private concerts and balls for invited guests, and even large-scale festivities for the local community. Tatton Park even has a lavishly decorated music room, an entire space devoted to the idea and practice of making music. Dedicated music rooms are rare in country houses before 1750, but by the late 18th century, when Tatton Park was built, music making was so central to the idea of the genteel home that they began to appear more often in architects' plans. In the years around 1800, music was considered an important accomplishment for middle and upper class girls. They started musical training young, playing the piano and the harp as well as singing. Their musical accomplishments were considered an important marker of the status and income of their families. If their parents could afford good teachers and put up with years of practicing, they could hope that their daughters could become polished performers, able to provide entertainment for the family and visiting guests, as well as attracting potential suitors. For many girls, the expectation of musical accomplishment meant they were forced to study music whether they wanted to or not. And when there was talent or interest lacking, the results were probably not very good. But some women enjoyed their musical activities and they became excellent performers. Here at Tatton Park, one of the most enthusiastic musicians was Elizabeth Sikes Edgerton, whose large music collection is still in the house today. Elizabeth collected much of her music before her marriage. A lot of it was bought in London when she was a schoolgirl there in the 1790s. She brought it here to Tatton Park when she married her cousin Wilbraham in 1806, and she continued to collect and perform music during her married life. Elizabeth's collection contains a huge variety of solo music for piano and harpsichord, but also keyboard duets and chamber music. The vocal music contains difficult Italian opera arias, as well as popular ballads and songs. Some of the pieces represent little dramatic scenes, like this very popular song, Crazy Jane, by the composer Harriet Abrams. Jane has been seduced by a rake, and as a result, she's lost her mind.
Dost thou weep to see my own wish? Mock me and avoid my woe.
Performing these songs at home gave people the chance to make their own dramatic entertainment, and also provided a way of conveying moral and educational messages to both sexes. Though women made up the majority of domestic music performers, many men also enjoyed playing or singing at home. Women usually played keyboard instruments or the harp, but amateur men more often played bowed string instruments or the flute. The Tatton Park Library includes some music for cello that belonged to Elizabeth's husband, Wilbraham. Elizabeth's music collection includes a large number of sonatas for keyboard, with separate parts for violin and cello. These are well used, suggesting she played them not only with Wilbraham or other family members, but also with visiting teachers and professional musicians brought in for private family concerts. Bringing music back to the soundscape of the country house is a challenge. Unlike many of the objects we can see here today, music's history is hidden in scores and instruments, and they need people to bring them to life. As you walk through Tatton Park, You can imagine a space where people made music all the time and where making music made people feel Tatton Park was their home.